I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Get that ball. Hey, 43, 15. 26, check nickel.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
50. Ready?
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, Ridley. You gotta go right here. You gotta play big.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
6. Pull it high.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Minshew, and he's going to go down again. Aaron Lynch, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Minshew sets to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's crashing. Attack. Hey, check 24. Check 29.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
43.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jake Ryan, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. it's Mahomes. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Attack! Mike 50. I'm on.
Now it's Mahomes again. Letting one go deep for the... And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Minshew throwing on third down. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Rush, 15. Watch twist. Watch twist. 15. Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. Got
to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On, set, 50, plant, protein, spill.
Now Leonard Fournette, and an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Matchbox lights. He's coming, double up. Hey, high 7.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 70, Indy. Let's go, baby. Ready?
Here's Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Smoke!
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now. Leo. Switch. No. Fair. You got tight. On
a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Break. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. You're out. Hey, Alpha. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Hey, Team 6. I'm coming after you. Check 43. He's coming. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
6-6. Pull it. Deep rip.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Go, go. 52, Mike 52. I'm going to run you over.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith. His 2nd sack of the night. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey's 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Hey, lock it. Hard. Rock it. Look, squeeze. Watch out. Slam. Fire.
On fourth down, Minshew. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Dancing to his left, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
50, hey, Charlie. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The big fella. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Wait for it back when we playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.